$1,255 and $3,406 on a monthly basis as it pertains to SSI, supplemental security income, and a couple very simple changes to this program that would put thousands upon thousands of dollars into the pockets of beneficiaries and change the lives of millions upon millions of people. This would be very impactful to you and your monthly benefit. Therefore, I want to share with you the details here in this video. Let's get into it and talk about what's going on. First off, I just want to clarify everything that I'm talking about here in this video directly pertains to SSI, supplemental security income, and the nearly 8 million beneficiaries that rely on these monthly benefits, even though the last couple years it's been really tough. I mean, let's just be real. I think we can all probably agree with that as an SSI beneficiary, and receiving these teeny tiny benefits that are not keeping up with the cost of living, even though you get a little bit of a raise each year because of the COLA, yeah, it's just not keeping up these very elevated prices. It's not a good situation, and the SSI program is very, very, very broken. I know that's weird to think about and to say, but that's the reality, and I think many people who rely on SSI probably agree with that. The program is broken, and your benefits are significantly behind where they really need to be. Anyway, let's get into it and talk about the details. First off, can I ask a huge favor of you? Please make sure to like the video, big thumbs up button down below. Also, if you're new here or if you haven't done so, please make sure to subscribe as well. Again, big subscribe button down below, totally free to do so. And lastly, feel free to share this video with the share button down below with your friends on social media. Thanks again, really appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for watching this, and let's talk through the details. All right, so we have a lot of numbers here that I want to share with you. So right now, I'm filming this video near the end of 2024. However, we have all the numbers for 2025. Obviously, you know what they are. So right now for 2024, maximum benefit for an individual, $943. Maximum benefit for a married couple, $1,415. However, the new numbers for 2025, and again, you already know this, I'm just trying to give you the numbers here so we have them at the top of our mind to think about it as we look through the details of this. But for 2025, maximum benefit for an individual, $967. Maximum benefit for a married couple, $1,450. Yes, those are going up a little bit. In fact, 2.5% because of the COLA. However, here's the major problem. If you've been watching the videos here on the channel for a while now, what is something else that I talk about every so often? It's not that often, but I do make a big deal about it because when it comes down to low-income benefits, this number is referred to all the time. To determine somebody's eligibility for a lot of these low-income programs out there, they look at this one very specific number and your income as a percentage of this one number to determine, hey, are you eligible or are you not? This number is used for a variety of factors. Not only that, they compare this to SSI as well, and I like to look at these numbers to look at SSI compared to this number as a percentage and as a dollar amount to see, hey, how much are they stiffing you this year? That's what I really like to look at. What is it? The federal poverty line. Yeah, that is the number, okay? Now, here's a couple of things I want to point out. In a matter of weeks, okay, we're not that far from the end of the year here in 2024, and we roll over to 2025. In a matter of weeks, the federal poverty line will be adjusting higher again. Right now for 2024, an individual federal poverty line is $15,060. For a married couple, it is $20,440, or $1,255 on a monthly basis for an individual, or $1,703 on a monthly basis for a married couple, okay? Now, why do I want to mention these numbers, and why did I say at the beginning of the video a couple very simple changes? Here's why. What is the SSI program supposed to do? Keep people out of poverty. How many words is that? Keep people out of poverty. 5 words. I had to count on my fingers. 5 words. That's literally the point of the SSI program. That's what it was supposed to do when the program was founded 50-some years ago, back in the early 70s, okay? Here's the problem. It's been failing the beneficiaries. Why? Benefits are not keeping up with the real cost of living and price increases due to inflation on goods and services and everything out there. Therefore, over 50 some odd years, we've had these benefits fall below the federal poverty line by about 30+%. That's nuts. That's a bad situation, okay? But here's what I want to share with you. A couple simple things. In fact, this is highlighted. One of the major provisions within the SSI Restoration Act. In my honest opinion, the SSI Restoration Act is a great piece of legislation. In my honest opinion, again, possibly one of the best pieces of legislation that's out there. It reforms SSI in a big way, a lot of really good stuff about it, but unfortunately, it's still sitting out there on the table as of right now. But here's the situation. The SSI Restoration Act, there's a bunch of provisions within it, but one of the hallmark provisions within it, one of the most profound provisions within the SSI Restoration Act is the raising of benefits up to the federal poverty line. Let's just look at this really quickly. So we're going to look at the 2025 benefit based on the 2024 federal poverty line, okay? But remember, federal poverty line is going to move out further. The goalpost will move out even further in 2025. But get this. Just even right now, okay, federal poverty line, $1,255 on a monthly basis for an individual. But yet the maximum benefit for an individual in 2025 is $967. That's a difference of $288. $288 on a monthly basis is the difference there. That's huge. That's basically how much beneficiaries are getting stiffed on a monthly basis as an individual, okay? So I want to make that very clear. Now get this as well. If we were to double this, okay, now again, I know the marriage penalty reduces benefits, but just think of this as well. Let's just say that they came in and did 2 provisions out of the SSI Restoration Act. Number 1, raise benefits to the federal poverty line. Number 2, remove the marriage penalty. Not that hard to do. Why they haven't done it yet, I don't know. So basic to do this stuff, okay? But if they remove these 2 provisions within the SSI Restoration Act, or they, implemented them, I should say, if they did these 2 things, now we would see a doubling of the actual benefit, right? So let's just say that much, okay? I mean, we could see doubling of benefits with the removal of the with the removal of the marriage penalty, things like that. But let's just say that we raised benefits up to the federal poverty line for a married couple of 2, okay? Obviously, a married couple of 2, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory, but you get my point here, okay? Remember, the federal poverty line for a married couple is $20,440 or $1,703 on a monthly basis. If we were to double that, okay? If we were just to double that and say SSI benefits were equivalent to the federal poverty line of a married couple on a monthly basis, that'd be basically the equivalent of $3,406 every single month for a married couple, right? So, I mean, that's huge, okay? Now, again, that's even a little bit higher. That's actually being a little bit more aggressive with the numbers. But even if we were to say, hey, let's just take the individual number, $1,255, and we just double that. What does that come out to be? $2,510 as of right now with the federal poverty line benefit on a monthly basis, doubled for basically a married couple of 2, okay? So do you see the differences here? Oh, by the way, let's compare that, by the way, to the maximum benefit amount for a married couple in 2025. Remember, the federal poverty line for an individual right now, $1,255, doubled for a married couple is $2,510. Again, being conservative here with the numbers, just to kind of illustrate the point. But then for a married couple in 2025, the maximum benefit is $1,450. That's a difference of $1,110 on a monthly basis that basically you're getting stiffed. Again, why do I like to look at this? To make people feel bad? Absolutely not. That's not why. I like to look at this information and look at all these numbers here to see what is the difference. I want to know the spread between the federal poverty line and the current benefit or the future benefit, which is exactly what we're talking about here. The current benefit for now, there's only a little bit of time left here in 2024, but the future benefit as well of 2025 for SSI beneficiaries, I want to look at all the numbers. What is the future benefit? Well, we know what that is. I talked about it. What is the federal poverty line? We're looking at the numbers right now in 2024 because we don't know what they're going to be in 2025 yet. However, I anticipate they go up by about 3.5% or so is likely how much the federal poverty line is going to go up. My point is, on a monthly basis, you can see this, right? About SSI benefits are below the federal poverty line right now of about 30% or so, and what is that, $288? Is that what I said? Yeah, $288 a month is the difference there. Or for a married couple, they'd be behind by about, again, if they were raised benefits up to the federal poverty line, they'd be behind by about $1,110 a month is what it comes out to be. It's a lot of money. I mean, maybe it's not a lot of money to you. It's a lot of money to me. I mean, that's like a lot of stuff. I mean, that's like practically your entire mortgage or your entire rent payment. That's like all your utilities, all your food, all your gas, maybe a couple co-pays and stuff like that. I mean, that's like a lot of monthly expenses that could be encompassed within that money that technically should be going out to the beneficiary, but isn't because they haven't made these very simple changes yet. Okay, so does this kind of make sense? Again, I like to highlight all this and illustrate all of this information so you can clearly see how broken this program really is. Now, here's the thing. Without looking at the practical and the objective numbers, we can easily just sit here and be like, well, SSI is broken. Okay, I agree with you. It's broken, yes. But let's look at some practical. Let's look at some logical. Let's look at some objective numbers to determine how broken is the program. Here you go. Here it is. This is all the numbers. I've run the math for you. I've shared it all for you here in this video. This is how broken the program really is, based on a percentage, based on a dollar amount, and based on whatever the difference is, the spread between benefits and the federal poverty line on a monthly basis. Does that kind of make sense? Right? And again, these numbers will all be shifting and changing as of 2025. When we get the new federal poverty line, we still don't know what that is yet. It's still going to be a few weeks out until we actually get, obviously when we turn over to 2025, when we get that, it's obviously going to change. But this is just based on the current numbers, if that makes sense, right? So I don't know. I like to have this information at my disposal. I like to look at this information. I want to know the details behind this, because if you don't have objective data, it's like, what are we really basing it on, right? It's broken because it's not working for us. Yeah, okay, fine. That's just an opinion. But let's have an opinion based by objective data. There you go. That's exactly what I shared with you here in the video. So wow, nuts. This program was supposed to be there as a financial lifeline for beneficiaries, and it's done nothing but basically fail the beneficiary. That's kind of what's going on here, and that unfortunately, until they come in and make some major changes to the program, that's likely what will continue to happen, at least for the short term here. Hopefully they'll do something soon. I'll keep you posted on this. Again, I hope this helps you. Again, please subscribe down below. Totally free to do so. Big subscribe button down there. Thanks again. Really appreciate you. Like the video. Thumbs up button down below. Again, totally free to do so. Feel free to share the video with your friends on social media. There is a share button down below. Thank you so much. Also, check out the other 5,000 plus videos here on the channel in the video library. The ones I've hand selected for you down below in the description at the top of the comment section. Check those out. Otherwise, right now, again, showing up on your screen, you'll see some videos there. Thanks again. Just have a nice day. Thanks so much for joining. Really appreciate you, and I'll catch you again later in the next